Let's do some all-out predictions. What do you say?
Time for all-out predictions.
So we got 10 matches announced.
Oh, fuck me in the... Did you fucking... I don't know what points I got on all
You
this
didn't do any of this in advance? You knew we were doing it.
I had to take a shower.
Do it in the shower.
Oh, man. I'm too busy thinking of this EMF radiation in the shower,
gosh.
dude. How am I going to get it to conform to my body?
It's not.
That's what I want it to do.
It's not going to conform to your body. It's not going to magically be healthier for you, Steve.
Okay, so hold on a second.
Not bad for you to begin with.
10 matches, you say?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, go ahead and start with that one.
It's a 4-way tag team ladder match, like announced last night, and the field is already filled out. It's Brodito, it's the Young Bucks, it's Jet Speed, and it's Josh Alexander and Hechicero.
Okay.
Those are your 4 teams. Brodito's retaining. I'm guessing off of this match, because I'm kind of surprised that they didn't do the Young Bucks versus Jet Speed, because they were kind of teasing something in the couple of weeks in advance of last week. So I'm guessing coming out of this, we're going to get Young Bucks and Jet Speed in a feud. Brodito's going to retain. I think I have 3 confidence points on Brodito retaining, just because, it's a ladder match. No one has to get pinned.
Anything
4 teams
can
in the
happen.
field.
But, yeah, I definitely feel you on that one. I will put 4 confidence points on that. What did you put? You put 3. I put 4 confidence points on the same Brodito.
Yeah, Brodito's totally going to win. Next up here for the Unified Championship, you got Okada defending against Takeshita and Mascara Dorada, who won a match last night against Frank Mortos to earn the right to eat the pin in this Unified Championship match. Yeah. Who do you got, Steve?
I've got Okada. Right now, I've only got... You know what? I'll put Okada with... Yeah, I'll keep it this way. I've got Okada with 3 right now. Because if they want to take that title off Okada and put it on Takeshita and cause some more drama, they can do it using Mascara Dorada. That being said, I don't anticipate that happening, which is why I've got Okada with 3 confidence points.
I got Okada with 5. I think a more likely scenario, as opposed to, say, Takeshita winning the title without pinning Okada, is that Takeshita's on the verge of winning the title. Okada does a thing where he chucks him out of the ring and then covers Mascara Dorada to get the win.
It would be kind of awesome if Okada did that, the old, I'm going to steal your finisher type thing. Like, he finishes him and then he throws him out. Yeah, I could see that happening.
So I got Okada with 5. Next up, Eddie Kingston, his return match.
Eddie Kingston.
Taking on Big Bill.
Big Bill.
I got Eddie with... Is that right? I didn't mean to put Eddie with 9, but I have Eddie with 9. He's not losing his return match. He's super popular, man.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious, and I think I want... Let me ask you this, I guess. Eddie Kingston being... Them setting up this match this way. Having it against Big Bill. The setup was on Collision. And then not having Eddie show up until the actual pay-per-view. Are they doing kind of a, let's see how Eddie's feeling out in his first match, instead of putting him in a higher, more prominent position? Do you think that's the reason why? Because this is not as prominent position I would think that they would put Eddie Kingston in.
It could be a situation where...
Or are you like, this is exactly where he belongs?
There could be a situation where they're kind of working him back into, AEW slowly. He was out 16 months, knee injury.
Has it been that long? Wow.
That's what Big Bill said last night on Supersized Dynamite.
That's wild.
And you'd think he wouldn't come back till he finished his rehab, medically cleared, so on and so forth. So you wouldn't think it'd be a medical thing where they're taking it slow. I think it's just a situation. He's what, in his 40s probably? He's been wrestling for a long time.
Yeah. Looks like he's in his 60s, yeah.
Have him have a few matches, work back into it, and then go from there. That'd be my guess. Next up, Mercedes...
Did I say, by the way, I got Eddie with 6? I don't even know. I think I just started talking instead of saying it. I have Eddie with 6.
Eddie with 6. Next, for the TBS Championship, Mercedes Moné versus Riho. Steve, who do you got?
Could be... I got Mercedes. Could be 10, but the first batch... The top batch are all foregone conclusions, and this is as well. I have Mercedes with 8. No way she's going to lose this.
Initially, I had Mercedes with 10, And then on Dynamite / Collision last night, she stood tall, and I don't think she's going to lose, but I'm kind of temper the amount of confidence points I'm going to put on this match because of that.
Mm-hmm.
There's no other shows between now and All Out, so that's the go home there where she stands tall.
Correct.
So, but yeah, I don't think she's losing. So I got Mercedes with 8. Let's talk about this one: MJF versus Mark Briscoe in a tables and tacks match.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Steve.
I got MJF with 7. I think Mark Briscoe is a really high-profile depth guy there for AEW, and yeah, I got MJF. I got 7 confidence points on this.
I got MJF with 1. I think there is a possibility that Mark Briscoe actually wins this match.
Holy shit! Explain yourself, sir.
I mean, Mark Briscoe's like lost everything in this feud.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to win, but I don't feel like super confident MJF's going to go in there. MJF just tried to get out of this match.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a possibility, a slim possibility that Mark Briscoe could get this win.
MJF just doesn't like getting dirty. He's like, it's like, it's like me. It's like, I know the dishes have to get done, and I do them just fine. I don't like to do them. I like to try to get out of doing them.
I mean,
but,
who doesn't? I don't
I'm
doing them either, but I do them too.
I'd rather do them than try to convince one of my kids to do them. Try doing that. It's like,
It takes less time to just do them.
You just do them. Yeah, exactly. It's probably bad parenting, but whatever. Yeah, I got MJF with 7. I don't see there's any chance of him losing this match.
Next up, Hurt Syndicate taking on Ricochet and Gates of Agony. So her Syndicate stood tall last night.
Yeah, that was the one. That's a little bit more curious to me. Like, Mercedes ain't going to lose that.
No.
She's not going to lose. But this one,
it's a possibility that her Syndicate could lose because not only the go-home math, but also, the stuff from Fightful about MVP wanting to put over whenever they lost the tag titles, an up-and-coming team. And one of the teams mentioned was Gates of Agony.
Mm-hmm.
So it might be a situation where MVP's like, I'll get pinned to help get Gates of Agony over more. Entirely possible.
Yeah. I will say this about that. I will believe that when I see it.
Yeah, same.
Hurt Syndicate are incredibly popular. And I feel like you still need to go a ways to get Ricochet and Gates of Agony to the point where they'll really benefit from this. You can't take people who are just cold and give them a big win and expect that to be the thing. You have to build people to a degree. And honestly, I don't see them at that point yet. I feel like they need to work their way up to Hurt Syndicate to beat them. It would just be like a what? That's what it would be. And then it's like, okay, do you really get anything out of it? So I still have Hurt Syndicate with 5. Maybe there's a longer story here. I don't know. Hurt Syndicate's in such a funny place because there are these absolute dominant, monsters who the crowd love. And it's like, okay, well, you have a problem booking them in as tag champions because nobody realistically can beat them. You come up with the stupidest finish to have them losing the title last month.
Pretty lame finish.
So, I don't know. I got Hurt Syndicate with 5.
Next up, 4-way match for the AEW Women's Championship. Toni Storm defending against Chris Statlander, Tekla, and Jamie Hayter. Go ahead, Steve.
I got Toni Storm with 9 because that's just, it's Toni Storm. And if somebody's going to beat her, it's going to be a one-on-one. I mean, yeah, could they do the thing where we're trying to protect Toni so somebody else gets it and sneaks it out of there? I mean, I guess maybe, but I don't really see that happening. I got Toni with 9.
I got Toni with 7. It's just because there's 4 competitors in this match, I got a little less confidence. But I don't think Tony's losing this. So 7 confidence points on Toni Storm retaining. Next coffin match, you got Mox taking on Darby Allin.
Darby.
What do you think Bryan Danielson whispered in Darby's ear?
He said, make me one. I just want you to do one thing for me. And he says, I want you to promise that you're going to do this. He said this. Shit your pants during the match. Darby said, you got it. Because he knows that'll freak out Mox. Get him off his game. push him in there. Little Darby turds everywhere.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking he told him. What do you think he told him?
I mean, honestly, I thought that he probably said, "Hey, if you get a chance, do the plastic bag thing to Mox like he did to me."
Oh, yeah, that could be. That could be.
Not as good.
It's
an
kind of
idea as
wordy
yours.
though. I feel like it was like it was like a hot take. He had to keep it to like 5 words.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think those 5 in that could like do the plastic bag thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's 5 words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
It is 5 words. Yeah.
Wow.
I got Darby with 6. He's gonna win.
Yeah, I got Darby with 1 because fucking I don't know. He probably will, but it's a fucking coffin match. It's a Death Riders. A lot going on here. Danielson might not be able to keep his butt seated. I don't know. I think you're right. I think Darby's gonna win. That's why I have Darby. But like this is the one kind of wild card thing for me where I'm like, fuck, I don't know. Everything else I'm really pretty sure of, except for
The last match on
the
here,
last
right?
match. But even that, I'm pretty sure of.
There's
even
kind of
that
one
I'm pretty
fact
sure
that
of.
kind of pushes over the top. But anyways,
The
get
location,
to the AEW.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the AEW World Championship match. We both have Hangman with 10. No
Next.
discussion, no debate necessary. Next. Cope and Christian taking on FTR. I have the same thing as you. I have Cope and Christian with 2. They're wrestling in their hometown, so you wouldn't think they would lose that match.
No.
They stood tall on Dynamite last night, though. This isn't canon because it didn't happen on TV, but Dax did say on Twitter if they lost, he would retire from pro wrestling.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it was just a response to somebody on Twitter, so take it with a grain of salt.
Okay.
And if this match wasn't in Toronto,
Yeah.
I'd be like, all right, I could see Cope or Christian taking an L to FTR, knowing that they'd probably get that win back at some other point.
It
But
would
since
it would
it's in
accomplish
Toronto,
it would
and if it's the main event,
yeah.
Cope and Christian have to win.
It would accomplish several things, them losing to FTR. Number one, I honestly believe Cope and Christian would be totally fine adding to the legacy of FTR. Absolutely, 1,000% they would.
Yeah.
And maybe there is like the element of, well, we're going to put on a 5-star match. Toronto's going to love the shit regardless. Maybe they can get their shit in afterwards, but FTR gets the win in Toronto, which would be shocking because then FTR would be able to say, not only did we beat them in their hometown. So, yeah, but I don't think that there's any... And on top of that, you have a perfectly good reason because this is not the same Cope and Christian as Edge and Christian was.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're not on this necessarily on the same page as characters.
Mm-hmm. It's a partnership of convenience.
Yeah, right. So, yeah, I still have Cope and Christian, but I got 2 confidence points.